Hey, what's going on today, guys? This is Dane the Portable Ham, and I'd like to talk to you about your first radio and what you guys might or should be considering when you guys are looking at it, and that's the wattage rating of that radio. So you got two pretty much big camps. You got QRP, which is normally 10 watts or less, and then you have QRO, which is normally like anywhere between like 50 and up, so 50 to 100 watts, which is about standard. Um, I run both types of rigs. I run a QRP rig, which is an Elecraft KX2 that I got, which is a 10 watt QRP rig, kind of small, kind of nice. And then I also do run a QRO rig, which is my 891 from Yaesu. Nice radio, also. So the reason I wanted to make this is that I was on the Facebooks, which, ugh, God, I don't like Facebook. But I was looking at the POTA Facebook group there, and I saw somebody asking a question about like, hey, what should I get for my first radio? And like, I just saw droves of people suggesting a QRP radio for this person's first radio to look at. And it's just like, I'm sitting there going, all right, right now, all right, today, specifically, band conditions kind of suck. But like right now, we're at the maximum of our solar cycle at the moment, and things are just going to start to dive off and get worse. So I don't understand why so many people are looking at telling somebody for their first radio to look at a QRP when QRP tends to be a little bit more difficult to make your contacts just due to the less wattage aspect of that radio. Not saying that they're not amazing radios and awesome radios, but you don't have as much power there. And sometimes, like today, I had bad conditions on my activation I just did, and man, I had a hard time with 100 watts getting 20. So there's that. So honestly, my 2 cents when it comes into this is I would suggest for someone's first radio to be a QRO 100 watt radio. For one thing, it's 100 watts. So you get a little bit more push out of your antenna. You get your signal out a little bit further. Second thing is that same radio you can turn down. So like, let's take my FT 891 for instance. This radio is 100 watts, right? Well, I can turn it down all the way down to 5 watts. So still running QRP levels out of my 100 watt radio. So if that's something that you guys might be interested in and getting into like the small form factor and the smaller, more portable radios, start trying out your bigger radios if you got one and just turn the wattage down. Start seeing how much more difficult it can make things at times. I'm not saying always, because sometimes we have amazing band conditions and man, and you can make contacts all over the place on 10 watts or even 5 watts at that matter. So it was just my 2 cents on that posting that I saw. Like, I would suggest go QRO, do a 100 watt radio, especially because you guys can find a ton of these like FT891s or what is it, the 706G Mark II used for a decent price, and you guys can be pretty much in and out for way less than some of these QRP radios cost. Well, that's my 2 cents. I hope you guys like that. If you guys have any questions, or I'd like to see what you guys also think, throw that down in the comments down below, and make sure you guys hit that like button. I appreciate you. Bye. Hey, what's going on today, guys? This is Dane the Portable Ham, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about doing for your first radio. Should you do QRO or should you do QRP? Which my 2 examples that I got for you guys, I got a Elecraft KX2, my go-to QRP radio that I use, and then my QRO radio, which is my FT891. Yeah, I messed up.
Son of a bitch, I was there. What are we doing here? I don't even know anymore what we're doing. No.